Morning, dear students. Now, today I discuss about that is electromagnetic wave chapter. That is in your syllabus. That is the 8th chapter. This is said to be 8th chapter. It means last chapter in the first part of your book. Before going to that electromagnetic waves, what is about the displacement current? That I have to discuss here first. How you got the displacement current? How you recognize? How you find out? How it is discovered? Practically, how you got that displacement? That point out. Now already you know that is the Ampere circuit law in the previous chapter. That is the line integral over the magnetic field over any circular closed path is equal to epsilon naught times of the current threaded over that surface and the current flow through the conductor. That point is already, you know, that Ampere circuit law. There is the Ampere circuit law, line integral over. That is the magnetic field around any closed path or loop is equal to epsilon naught times of the current threaded over that surface of the loop. Now see here, it is one important particular that is a experimental method conducted by that is the Maxwell's. What is that one? Now see here. Now the P and Q are the two parallel plates of the capacitor. Now this is the resistance is connected in series with two capacitors and battery. Now what happens? Now current I is flow through that resistance. Now the electrons are removed here. Electrons are removed. Electrons are collected in the plate Q. What happens? Remove that charge. Electrons now it gets positively charged. Now electrons are collected here. At that time, that what happens? The plate Q is negatively charged. There is an electric field is existed in the two plates of the capacitor. After a certain time, stop the flow of electrons. It means that capacitor is fully charged or completely it is a charge. Now what happens? You remove this one. You remove this battery. Now you short that circuit with the help of this the resistance. What happens? Now at that time the electrons are flow like this. Electrons are flow like this. Reverse in the reverse direction. Now current is also flow in the reverse direction. Now this is the in first previous case electron flow in this direction. Current is always flow opposite to the flow of electrons. That concept is already known this one. When this is said to be charging, here the capacitor is said to be charging. Here the capacitor is said to be discharging. Capacitor is said to be discharging. Discharge again there is the electric field. Electric field is go on decreases. Here electric field is go on increases. In electric field increase discharge electric field decrease. Now you come to the point. During charging and discharging, you take the closed loop here. On the closed loop, current flow. No, you apply the Ampere circuit law for the surface S1 and for the surface S2. ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ವಿಚಾರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಏರ್ ಇರ್ತತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಏನೋ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಇರ್ತತಿ ಏರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಐತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ವೈರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ್ದು ಏರ್ ಇರ್ತತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಇರ್ತತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the Ampere circuit law you applied for this surface S1. Then what you got? This is the current flow through this one. At that time, line integral over this magnetic field over this closed surface S1 is equal to mu naught times of the current threaded over this surface. This is the Ampere circuit law. Now for surface S2, what happens? For surface S2, according to amperes. When you apply the Ampere circuit law for the S2 surface, at that time there is no current at all. He says that there is no current at all. At that time this current is zero. Totally the line integral of this magnetic field between the two plates of the capacitor, you say that is zero. But Maxwell's during charging and discharging, during charging and discharging on ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಪಾಸ್ ಏನದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಪಾಸ್. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಪಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಪಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ನೀಡಲ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್, ಆ ತರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಪಾಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ನೀಡಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. That is, needle is placed between the two plates of the capacitor during charging and discharging. What happens? Now, this magnetic needle will deflect. ಅದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ನೀಡಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ನೀಡಲ್ ಕಂಪಾಸ್ ನೀಡಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. He says that there is a magnetic field. During charging and discharging of the capacitor, there is a electric field. Electric field is gone, increases during the charging. Electric field is gone, decreases during the discharging. As well as the magnetic field is also exist between the two plates of the capacitor. Therefore, that magnetic field will deflect. Therefore, another current is between the two plates of the capacitor during charging and discharging of the capacitor. That is a missing current. That is a missing current. That missing current is called displacement current. Oh, ಈ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅವನೇನಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗೋದ, ಆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ. ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಇರ್ತದ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಏನಂದ? ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ. ಯಾವಾಗದು? The current which is developed between the two plates of the capacitor during charging and discharging of the capacitor, that current is called displacement current. ಇದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ದ? ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ? ಮಾಡಿಫೈಡ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಲಾ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನ ಏನಂದ್ರು ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಲಾ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ರು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? ಮಾಡಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಲಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಓವರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಲೂಪ್ ದಟ್ I is equal to IC plus ID. ಹಂಗಾರೆ IC ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಹಂಗಾರೆ ID ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಇದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್, ಇದು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಎರಡು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳೋ, ಎರಡು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಸ್. ಅವಾಗ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಲೂಪ್ ನಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಎರಡೂ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಲಾ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇದು ಬರೀ ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಲಾ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಲಾ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಲೈನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಓವರ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ B dot vector dl is equal to mu naught times of this current is total current is IC plus ID for this closed loop. ಏನಾಯ್ತು? IC plus ID. What is the expression for the displacement current? Now, expression for the displacement current, epsilon naught into d pi E divided by dt. d pi ಅಂದ್ರೆ change in the electric flux. Now, d pi E divided by dt, this is you said to be rate of change of electric flux. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ? ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಟೂ plates of the capacitor during and charging and discharging of the capacitor, its main source is rate of change of electric flux. Therefore, the expression for this is a very important expression. This one, okay. It is asked in the examination. You write the expression for the displacement current. Explain the terms. At that time, you write this expression. Displacement current expression. This is the displacement current. Now, suppose you ask the question, Maxwell's modified ampere circuit law equation. At that time, integral over vector B dot vector dl mu naught into bracket IC plus epsilon naught d pi E divided by dt, or integral over vector B dot vector dl is equal to mu naught IC conduction current plus mu naught epsilon naught d pi E divided by dt. This is about the explanation about the displacement current and ampere's modified that is Maxwell's modified ampere circuit law equation. That is a very important concept. And then you follow this video clip repeatedly, then only you clearly understand this one, and also you follow the notes. Thank you. Good evening, my dear students. Now, in this video clip, I want to discuss about that is the electromagnetic waves. What are the electromagnetic waves? Then what is the equation for the electric field vector and magnetic field vector, and velocity of the electromagnetic wave and the characteristics of the electromagnetic wave. Now you come to the point, that is what are the electromagnetic waves? The waves which are containing both electric field and magnetic field vector, which are very sinusoidally in a particular plane which is perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of the wave. This is called electromagnetic waves. Waves ನೊಳಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದರ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೈನೋಸಾಯ್ಡಲ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್. ಈ ತರ ನಾ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಿರೋದು ಇದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್. ನಾ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಈ ತರ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸರಿ, ಇದು ಯಾವ್ದಿದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಅದು ಹೀಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಸೈನೋಸಾಯ್ಡಲ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಸೈನೋಸಾಯ್ಡಲ್, ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಸೈನೋಸಾಯ್ಡಲ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಸೈನೋಸಾಯ್ಡಲ್. Now this sinusoidal variation in a particular plane which perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of the wave, such waves are called direct, that is said to be electromagnetic waves. Now you observe this electromagnetic wave. This is said to be a magnetic field vector. None because into. Okay, fine. Now this is magnetic field vector, this is electric field vector. Red na electric field vector, magnetic field vector. This is along y-axis, along x-axis. Z-axis nolage ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು electromagnetic wave. Now it is propagated. Okay. Now this is the direction of the propagation. This is the magnetic field vector. That is the sinusoidal variation. This is sinusoidal variation. And this is the electric field vector. It is also sinusoidal variation. They are perpendicular to each other. They are also perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of the wave. Now this is the electric field vector. It varies sinusoidally or simple harmonically. Okay. Now how it varies? It varies along x-axis. Therefore, you have to write Ex is equal to E0 sin omega t minus k z. Z indicate direction of the propagation. It is a propagate along the direction of along the z axis. Therefore, indicate direction of the propagation. Okay. Ex is equal to E0 sin omega t minus k. It is said to be electric field vector. Now, equation for the magnetic field vector, it varies like this sinusoidally. At that time, B0 sin omega t minus k z. Z is the direction of the propagation. Z is common for both electric field vector and magnetic field vector. Why? Because they are both propagate along the z axis. But variation, it is along the x axis, electric field vector, and variation magnetic field along, it is said to be y axis. E0 and B0, these are said to be peak value. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, RMS value, peak value, average value, ಈ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ, because they are very sinusoidal variation. Therefore, E0 and B0 are the peak values of the electric field vector and magnetic field vector. Now omega is the angular frequency is equal to 2 pi f, or it is with 2 pi nu. Nu is said to be frequency of the electromagnetic wave. Now k is equal to 2 pi divided by lambda. This is said to be wave number. This is said to be wave number. Then velocity of the electromagnetic wave, it is the ratio of the angular frequency to the wave number. C is equal to omega by k, or V is equal to omega by k, or is said to be omega is equal to C into k. Now, what is the expression for the velocity of the electromagnetic wave in a free space? Here, mu naught is said to be permeability of the free space, 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. Its magnitude. Then it's the permeability. This is said to be permittivity, 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12. Okay. Now you substitute this one. It is in the free space. Now mu naught is the permeability in the free space. It is give the response to the that is the magnetic field vector. Epsilon naught is the permittivity of the free space, which give the property of the medium free space, which give the response to the electric field vector. Both electric field vector and magnetic field vectors are there in the electromagnetic waves. Therefore, you obtain the expression for, according to Maxwell's, Clerk-Maxwell's, you got the expression for the velocity of the electromagnetic wave in free space, c is equal to 1 upon root of mu naught into epsilon. It is very, very important expression. Ask in the examination for 1 mark or you set with 2 mark. Suppose for 1 mark you write the expression, and 2 mark write the expression and explain the term. Suppose you substitute these values in this expression, c is almost nearly equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second you got. Substitute here. Mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. You practice it in your home. And epsilon naught is 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12. And you calculate it. Definitely you got the answer. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Now, that expression for the velocity of the electromagnetic wave in medium, at that time 1 upon under root of mu into epsilon you got. It is in mu naught into epsilon naught, you got 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Now it is mu into epsilon, whatever you got, that you have to substitute. And that is at that time that c is less than this one. It indicates c you set to be v here. Okay. Now c is equal to, according to velocity vector electric, there is a ratio of the electric field, magnitude of the electric field, magnitude to the magnitude of the magnetic field. It gives the velocity selector. You got that, remember that point, c is equal to this one. C is equal to E naught divided by B naught. That is also indicate that is the velocity of the electromagnetic wave. Then E is equal to C into B. E naught is equal to C into B naught. Okay. Now characteristics of the electromagnetic waves. Characteristics of electromagnetic waves. What are the characteristics of? What is the source of the electromagnetic wave? L produce agtava. No, electromagnetic waves are produced by accelerating charged particles. Are decelerating or accelerating? Okay. Or you said to be oscillating charged particle. Ega particle charged particle. Oscillating, that is said to be charged particle. Charged particle. Accelerating, or you said to be that is oscillating charged particle. Oscillating means now at the main position maximum velocity is go on decreases, decelerating. Again it come to the extreme position. Again you come to the extreme to mean position, velocity go on increases. It is accelerate. Again it decelerate and accelerate. Even in the case of oscillating charged particle, it is accelerate and decelerate. It is also source of, that is said to be electromagnetic wave. Now, the material medium is not required to propagate the electromagnetic waves. These are said to be non-mechanical waves. It means the electromagnetic waves, they are propagating medium as well as free space. And velocity of the, these are the characteristics I want to say here. Velocity of the electromagnetic wave in a free space 1 upon under root of mu naught into epsilon naught. At that time you say mu naught is permeability of the free space, epsilon naught is permittivity of the free space. Now C is equal to 1 upon root of mu into epsilon. It is in the medium. This is the permeability of the free space. This is said to be permittivity of the free space. Now, in the case of electromagnetic waves, no light waves are said to be electromagnetic waves. In the case of polarization chapter, light waves are the electromagnetic waves. Yes, okay, they are in transverse in nature. Now light waves, in the case of light waves also electric field vector and magnetic field vector, they are perpendicular to each other. There is variation in a particular plane, and they are also perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of the wave. Therefore, in this case, electric field vector is said to be light vector. Alli ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು polarization ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಏನು ಲೈಟ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಪೋಲರೈಸೇಷನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಲೈಟ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Now these electromagnetic waves are transverse waves. Okay, last 7 point. Once electromagnetic waves are propagated in the medium, definitely they carry the energy. Now they carry the energy. At that time, the total energy contributed by both electric field vector and magnetic field vector equally. Electric field vector ಇಂದನೂ energy contribute ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ, magnetic field vector ಇಂದನೂ energy contribute ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ. ಅವಾಗ that is energy density, average energy density, that is UV is equal to 1 upon 2 epsilon naught E RMS square. I heard the name. Electric field vector, magnetic field vector, sinusoidal variation ಇರುತ್ತೆ, peak value ಇರುತ್ತೆ, RMS value ಇರುತ್ತೆ, average value ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ RMS value, electric field, epsilon naught into E RMS square. Now, the average energy density by the magnetic field vector 1 by 2 B RMS square divided by mu naught. This is about the electromagnetic wave and the expression for the electric field vector and magnetic field vector in electromagnetic wave. That is a very, very important expression. Velocity of the electromagnetic wave in terms of permeability of the free space and permittivity of the free space, and near about few 7 characteristics of the electromagnetic waves are said to be properties of the electromagnetic waves. This is about electromagnetic waves. Good evening, my dear students. Now, in this video clip, I want to discuss about that is electromagnetic spectrum. In previous video clip, already you know about that is the electromagnetic waves. In whole electromagnetic waves, they are propagated with the velocity. Velocity is equal to, that is said to be c, that is a 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. The velocity of the electromagnetic waves are 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. It is ultimate velocity. It is a maximum velocity. No one particle in the universe to reach the velocity of light. ಲೈಟ್ ಯಾವ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಪಗೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಅದನ್ನು ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಗೂ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಾವು. Then they emit the electromagnetic radiation, and all the electromagnetic radiation they having their own wavelength and frequency. The frequency ಇರುತ್ತೆ, wavelength ಇರುತ್ತೆ. According to Planck's theory, that is energy is equal to, that is said to be h nu. H is the Planck constant and nu is the frequency. But you know that relation between velocity, wavelength and the frequency, C is equal to nu lambda. Now in the electromagnetic waves, there is the electromagnetic spectrum. There are there are different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum. In all the parts, the electromagnetic waves, they have the same factor, that is the velocity of electromagnetic wave. Velocity factor is common for all the electromagnetic radiation. Now, they have different wavelength and different frequency, but all the electromagnetic waves, they have the same wavelength. Then nu is equal to what we take, that is C by lambda. Nu is inversely proportional to wavelength. It means those radiations having minimum wavelength, less wavelength, they have more frequency. Once they have more frequency, definitely they have more energy, more penetration power. Because according to Planck's theory, the energy of the radiation, it mainly depending upon its frequency. More frequency, there is more energy. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ವೇವ್ಲೆಂತ್ ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Now what is the electromagnetic spectrum? It is an orderly arrangement of the different electromagnetic radiations according to their wavelength or according to their frequency, or it decrease in the frequency means increase in the wavelength, or decrease in the wavelength and increase in the frequency. But in this case, there is the decrease in the wavelength, increase in the frequency. Frequencies go on increases, but wavelength is decreases. That is the arrangement of the electromagnetic spectrum. In electromagnetic spectrum, there are different parts: radio waves, microwaves, infrared rays, visible rays, ultraviolet rays, X-rays and gamma rays. ನಾ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ರೇಡಿಯೋ ವೇವ್ಸ್, ಮೈಕ್ರೋವೇವ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾರೆಡ್ ರೇಸ್, visible and ultraviolet rays, X-rays and gamma rays. One of the factor is common for all the electromagnetic radiations, that is said to be velocity. Velocity, ಎಲ್ಲ electromagnetic waves same common, but the wavelength and frequency they are different. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಮ್ ಒಳಗ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು what are the radio waves, what are the microwaves, what are the infrared rays, what are the visible rays, what are the ultraviolet rays, what are the X-rays, what are the gamma rays, and their sources, and their wavelength range, and their frequency range, and uses. 4 points for each and every part of the electromagnetic wave. You remember, now you learn about that is what is the source, what is the range of the wavelength, what is the range of the frequency, what are the uses of the electromagnetic, that radiation. Now you come to the radio waves. Radio waves, they are generated by the accelerating charge particle by the LC circuit. ಯೂಸುವಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರೇಡಿಯೋ ವೇವ್ಸ್ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾವ. ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, accelerating charge particles in the LC circuit by the tank circuit. They have high wavelength and low frequency electromagnetic waves. They are called radio waves. Wavelength is greater than 0.1 meter. Frequency is less than 3 into 10 to the power of 9 hertz. Now, what are the uses of the radio waves? The radio waves are used in the wireless communication. Wireless communication in radio, TV, mobile, cellular phones. Now, next you come to the point that is said to be microwaves. Microwaves, microwaves, they are produced by the usually vacuum tubes, klystrons, magnetrons, and gun diodes. They are produced by the vacuum tube, klystron, and magnetrons and gun diodes. The wavelength range is 1 millimeter to 0.1 meter. Frequency range 3 into 10 to the power of 9 hertz to 3 into 10 to the power of 11 hertz. What are the uses of this one? They are used in the radio systems. They are used in the radio system, in aircraft, navigation, and it is used to find out the speed of the tennis ball, cricket ball, and automobile, and also it is used in the microwave. Microwaves are used in the microwave. These are the uses of microwaves. Then you come to the infrared rays. Almost the hot bodies are the sources of the infrared rays. Hot bodies, glow bar, filament of nourished lamp, the hot bodies, they are emit the infrared rays. Then wavelength range is 750 nanometer to 1 millimeter. And frequency range 3 into 10 to the power of 11 hertz to 4 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. What are the uses of the infrared rays? The infrared rays are used in the muscular therapy. Muscles pain ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. Muscular strain, muscular strain, and photograph in the fog and smoke. If for example smoke ಇರುತ್ತಾ, fog ಇರುತ್ತಾ, ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ, IR ಬೈನಾಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇಂದ ಅಥವಾ IR ಫೋಟೋಗ್ರಫಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಮೋಕ್ ಅಥವಾ ಫಾಗ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಫೋಟೋಗ್ರಾಫ್ in a fog and smoke. ಆಮೇಲೆ remote switches, they are used in the remote control, and in the remote control keyboards, solar water heater, and in the cooker, they are used in the infrared. Usually you observe the object in the fog and the smoke, that is IR binocular, infrared binocular. Okay. Now, visible radiation. It is the most familiar electromagnetic radiation. Now, this is the main source. Sun is the main source of the that is the visible rays. Here, that visible light is used to view the objects, or said to be world. Now, ಏನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? You see the world, you see the object. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಈ ವೇವ್ಲೆಂತ್ ಇಂದ ಈ ವೇವ್ಲೆಂತ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮ್ಮ ಐ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 800 ನ್ಯಾನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಟು 400 ನ್ಯಾನೋಮೀಟರ್ ವೇವ್ಲೆಂತ್. ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಇಸ್ 4 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz to 8 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. Now, what are the uses of this? That is the visible radiation. These radiations are used to see the world, and it is used in the main important photosynthesis in the plants. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Then ultraviolet rays, usually very hot bodies, electric arc lamps, and sun is the main source of, that is the UV radiations. Usually that is the hot bodies. Okay, now their frequency, that is they are used in the sterilize the milk and drinking water, and it is used in the fingerprint. They are used in the fingerprint. That is said to be ultraviolet, that is the radiation. Then wavelength range, and that is said to be frequency 400 nanometer. Wavelength range, that is a 400 nanometer to what you take here, that is a 400 nanometer to, that is the 1 nanometer. This is the wavelength range, and frequency range 8 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz to, that is a 3 into 10 to the power of 17 hertz for the ultraviolet radiation. 400 nanometer to 1 nanometer, and 8 into 14 hertz to 3 into 10 to the power of 17 hertz is the frequency range. Now these are used in the sterilize the milk, used in the drinking water, and to detect the fingerprint. Then you come to the X-rays. X-rays which are used, produced by the X-ray tube by highly accelerated electrons stopped by the K electron capture by the target. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ, ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್. ಈ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಅದ, ಇದು accelerated electron ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ it is stopped by this one, by it is a K electron capture takes place and X-rays are emitted here. ಈ electrons ಇವೇನಿದು electrons ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಕೆ ಶೆಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಇರದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ಕೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಲ್ಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. And wavelength range 0.001 meter to 0 to 1 nanometer. It is the frequency 3 into 10 to the power of 17 hertz to 3 into 10 to the power of 20 hertz. Now this is used in fracture of the bones, to detect the fracture of the bones. Now in X-ray ತಗೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. It is used in the treatment of the cancer and faults and cracks and flaws in the metal casting, and it is used in the study of crystal structure. Then gamma rays, the main source is radioactive nuclei. The radioactive nuclei, they undergo the disintegration. At that time the gamma rays are emitted. Wavelength range less than 0.001 meter. The frequency range 3 into 10 to the power of greater than 3 into 10 to the power of 20 hertz, and they are used in the scanning the human body and destroy the cancerous cells. This is about the electromagnetic spectrum. Thank you.